Fear feels real, but it isn't. It's a story your brain tells you to keep you alive. Every time your heart races, your hands sweat, or your mind just freezes up, it's not actual danger you're feeling. It's your brain guessing. It's making a prediction about what might happen next. Today, we're going to break down what fear really is in the simplest way possible and show you how to start taking back control. So, let's rewind a few million years. Back then, your brain evolved for one primary purpose: survival. When our ancestors saw a shadow in the bushes, there was no time for deep thought. Hesitation meant death. So the brain created a survival shortcut: fear. It was a simple, powerful command: run or fight for your life. The problem is, your brain is still running that exact same software today. The threats have changed, but the response hasn't. So now, that terrifying feeling you get from an angry email, a difficult social situation, the thought of failure, or the fear of embarrassment, your brain treats all of them like a hungry lion hiding in the grass. It doesn't know the difference. It just screams danger and floods your system with panic. It's an ancient system in a modern world, and understanding this is the first step to mastering it. Deep inside your brain, there's a tiny almond-shaped cluster of neurons called the amygdala. Let's think of it as your brain's smoke detector. Now, a smoke detector isn't smart. It doesn't know the difference between burnt toast and a house fire. Its only job is to be fast and loud. It is designed to give you a false alarm 100 times rather than miss one real fire. Your amygdala works the exact same way. It's not the thinking, logical part of your brain. It's the fast, reactive part. It senses a potential threat, whether it is a looming deadline or a strange noise at night, and it pulls the alarm. It would rather be wrong and have you feel a jolt of unnecessary fear than be slow and have you miss a real danger. That's why you feel that sudden spike of anxiety over things that logically aren't life-threatening. Your smoke detector is just oversensitive. So why does fear feel so incredibly real and convincing? Because it's not just a thought. It's a full-body takeover. When your amygdala sounds the alarm, it hijacks your entire system before your conscious, logical brain even has a chance to process what's happening. Your heart starts pounding to pump more blood to your muscles. Your breathing gets shallow and fast to take in more oxygen. Your muscles tense up, getting ready for action. Your pupils dilate to let in more light. All of this happens in a fraction of a second. You feel the physical sensations first, and your brain then tries to make sense of them. It says, "My heart is racing, I must be in danger." This physical response makes the fear feel logical and justified, even when the trigger is something as harmless as hitting send on an important email. Your body is screaming danger before your mind can whisper it's okay. Here's the crucial thing to understand about modern life. Most of the fears we experience are, for lack of a better word, fake. They are illusions created by an ancient brain. Your brain literally cannot tell the difference between a tiger stalking you and the possibility of being rejected when you ask someone out. It can't distinguish between a real physical threat and the social threat of public speaking. An angry boss, a critical comment online, the fear of not being good enough to your amygdala, these are all tigers. The biochemical reaction is identical. This isn't a sign that you're weak or broken. It's a sign that your brain's hardware is ancient. It was designed for a world of immediate physical dangers, and it hasn't caught up to our world of complex psychological pressures. Recognizing this is incredibly empowering. The fear is real, but the danger is usually just a story. Because fear is such a powerful, primal force, it ends up controlling a huge part of our lives without us even noticing. Fear is the silent decision maker behind the scenes. It dictates what you avoid, pushing you away from opportunities that feel risky. It decides what you delay, convincing you to put off that important project or that difficult conversation until the right time, a time that never comes. And most importantly, Fear determines what you never even try in the first place. The dream you never pursued, the business you never started, the skill you never learned. Think about it. Most people don't fail because they aren't smart enough, talented enough, or capable enough. They fail to even start because their ancient brain, in a desperate attempt to keep them safe, told them the risk was too great. It chose the familiar comfort of the cave over the potential rewards out in the world. So how do we fight back? How do we shrink this fear and stop it from running our lives? You don't fight it head on. You outsmart it. Here's a simple, 3-step process. First, name it. The moment you feel that anxiety rising, label the emotion. Say to yourself, I am feeling fear right now. This simple act is incredibly powerful. It shifts activity from the reactive amygdala to your prefrontal cortex, the logical, thinking part of your brain. It's like turning on the lights in a dark room. Suddenly, you're the observer of the fear, not its victim. Second, slow the body. Your brain and body are in a constant feedback loop. If your body is panicking, your brain thinks there's a reason to panic. So break the cycle. Take slow, deep breaths. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. This sends a direct signal to your nervous system that the danger has passed. It tells the brain to stand down. Third, and this is the hardest part, move toward it. Fear grows in the dark. It feeds on avoidance. The only way to shrink fear is to approach it, even in a small way. Take one tiny step toward the thing that scares you. Send the email, make the call, write the first sentence. When your brain sees that you moved toward the danger and survived, the fear signal gets weaker. You are retraining your brain, one small act of courage at a time. Fear isn't your enemy. It's a survival mechanism that's working a little too hard. The real enemy is blind obedience to that fear. It's letting an ancient, outdated alarm system make your decisions for you today. Next time, we're going to explore why your brain seems to sabotage your goals, even when you desperately want to succeed. It's a fascinating look at the battle between your conscious desires and your subconscious programming. Stay curious. And thanks for watching.